one. Oh, okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. Citizens, brace for implausible giggle forces. Probability of uncontrollable amusement, 100.1%. Humor core, reaching maximum spasm. Haha hazard levels optimal.
Chaotic turbulence at tolerable levels. Steady, steady. Initiating comedic breach protocol. Behold, the future of comedy show. Livecast.
What's up?
Look at that intro. Yeah.
I know we got it going. Welcome to the
cost you a fortune.
Yeah, well, it actually cost me a little bit of money. They got the subscription ones and then the ones that are freebies, but you only get so many freebies. So I was just like, fuck it, I'll get the subscription and make a nice intro for the one and only, the legend, the Godfather of Detroit comedy.
Oh, for God's sake, Mike.
Bill Bushart here, and so. For the people that are just tuning in, if they don't know who you are, you're a comedian, a mentor, a booker, a producer. You pretty much have done it all in the business of comedy. Where did it start for you, Bill Bushart? When you were Billy Bushart, where were you at?
I've done everything but be famous.
Well, you're famous in the world of Michigan comedy. You're famous in the national touring headliners that come through Mark Ridley's. They all know who you are. You're the face of Blue stand up and also the behind the scene guy at Mark Ridley's. So what was it like when you first started comedy, and how long has it been?
Since I started doing stand up, my first open mic was probably 35 years ago. That's hard to even have that come out of my mouth, but about 35 years ago. And, I started doing it back. My first open mic was actually at the Comedy Castle.
Oh, no shit. And
Yeah.
that was a different location than it is now. They've went through a couple.
Now that I think back of it, maybe that wasn't my first open mic. But anyway, long story short, I've just been doing this a long time.
Yeah.
And it all blends together after a while, all the shows and everything. But, comedy's a lot different now than it was when I started out. Back then, it was just about getting work and trying to, do shows on the road all the time. And that was kind of how it is. And now it's just a lot more social media focus on your success and a lot more, you can reach people. We used to we hand out flyers to get people to come to shows. Now it's all changed. So
I still do that. I do that in Traverse City. We bark at Union Street Station and try to get the young comics to go out there and, shake some hands and kiss some babies.
Anything you can do to get some people in the room, right?
I mean, anything, especially up in Traverse City, because they're all coming for the weekend. They might not know there's a show going on, so you got to get out there and tell them. And so Bill, this show we have people coming in, and this guy, he's a wild card, but he always watches the show, and we appreciate him. We got our first comment here from Junior Coltrane. He's a cat. He's a cat. He's a cat. And he said he met Joe Rogan once and the dude was 3'1". I'm pretty sure he was wearing lifty lifter shoes. I don't know. Have you met Joe Rogan, Bill? Was he tall? I've seen him. He's not very tall, but intimidating.
Never seen him, never met him. I mean, I've seen him, but I've never met the guy. Never seen his back.
And Rio from Lansing here, has done the Future of Comedy show. He says, I still do flyers and bark. So, hey, your old school mentality is still out there among the young comics here.
Good.
They're still following it. And when you first started doing comedy, did you think you're going to be doing it for 35 years, or did you?
No, not at all, Mike. I didn't know where it was going to take me. I just knew I needed to do something different with my life, and that was pretty much it. I just decided one day I saw an ad on the back of the Metro Times advertising a class. I didn't know what to do with stand-up, so I just took the class to try to get some direction, and then just kind of got caught up in that world. It was a lot smaller back then too. A lot more people doing comedy in Michigan now than there used to be. But just got caught up. Started doing the open mics. There were a lot of people doing stand-up, so I got work right away as an MC, and it just kind of grew from there. I just did a lot of shows locally with a lot of clubs back then, so I was working almost every weekend. It was good extra money, good learning experience. Learned a lot about doing shows, and fell in love with it.
What did you learn in your class? The first one that you took, was there anything that you kept with you all these years later?
Well, I don't know if there was anything. To me, it was just something that gave me some direction and made me realize it's something I could do. I just didn't know where to go or what to do. It was Michigan, and I just didn't have any knowledge. So I just went there and found out. And then, they tell you when an open mic is, and you go over to the open mic. And then, I actually started the open mic at Joey's way back in the day. They didn't have an open mic, and I ended up getting a job there, doing some things there, running for shows and stuff, and started an open mic there. And then the open mic scene started to blossom in the Michigan area. A lot of great eras I've been through in Michigan comedy. I've seen a lot of people come and go, and there's always new talent coming up. And I'm pretty, it's been a fun ride. It's been fun to watch, and it's fun to watch new comedians grow, and see who's takes off and who's sticking with it, and people drop out. And it's just, there's so much stuff going on all the time, but I got a lot of respect for people that stick with this.
Yeah, well, that's what a lot of people say is you can't get fired. You can just quit. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
That's the two options.
Yeah.
Is
you want to make it in comedy? Just keep doing it. keep going up. Keep doing it. Make it your own.
Well, we'll make somebody's day right now. You're a talent eye. You got the eye for the talent. Who have you seen that started recently that you expect big things if they don't quit?
I don't know if I can expect big things. That's a lot of pressure to put on people. But I would say, I just like different. I like Nicole Melnick. I think she's a lot of fun to watch, and I know that she's hustling out there, and I give her a lot of credit for that. And she's gotten on some big shows recently, some theater shows, which I think her act is made to kind of play to a bigger crowd. At least she can do that. I like Dante Lillard. I like, Grace Gunn, Mary Simpson. I mean, I could go a laundry list. Noah Chap.
Yeah.
I just a lot of comics. It's hard to name them all, but when we have certain shows, I like to see those guys on those shows, and just kind of they're very different comedians. Those guys.
Yeah, I like Nicole and Dante. I've had them on a few shows. Very talented comics and very unique point of views. I like that. That's for sure. We got a couple of comments here. Junior, this guy's a wild man, but he keeps commenting here. He's gonna get his teeth whitened, but I decided to just get a tan instead. Yeah, I just had to pull that one up because you got nice teeth, Bill. I thought you'd probably do that.
Thank you. Invisalign, Mike. Invisalign.
And then Junior also said, I don't do drugs anymore, any more than I used to. Those are Mitch Hedberg jokes. Well, that's close. I think I know that joke, but you might have butchered it a little bit there, Junior. It's okay though. We ain't mad at you. You and I have some shows coming up. We're gonna be in Gaylord this Friday.
We're at Gaylord. What's the name of the place?
At BJ's in Gaylord.
Is it a bar?
It's a banquet room, and the jokes write themselves. I'm at BJ's in Gaylord.
BJ's banquet room.
Yeah, that's sold out, so I can't even plug you guys on that one. But we'll be in Ithaca on Saturday, and that has some tickets to go. And then our last show that we have scheduled together is in Midland at the Great Hall, the Saturday of Thanksgiving weekend, and that is the best venue. Super awesome staff. They've set the room up so nice for comedy. like nice, like so many people just in a little space, no tables. It's electric in there. I think you're gonna like that one, Bill.
All right, man.
And the lineup's
I'm
super
looking
good.
forward to these shows. Buy your tickets. Future of
Yeah.
comedy.
Yeah. www.mikeball.com. So now you've been in it for a while. You've taken a position at Mark Ridley's. You teach a class, but you also run the shows there. How did that all come about?
Well, teaching the class, I don't know. He asked me to do it a long time ago, and I said yes. And then the rest is I just kept doing it. I just didn't stop. And that's been probably 20 years I've been doing the class. And just kind of built it up into something, and worked with a lot of comedians. I enjoy doing that. I enjoy helping new comics, find a way, try to give them some direction. And then as far as booking the room, he just, Mark was looking to have a little more time in his retirement years, and he asked me if I'd come in and start booking the room, and I agreed to do it. And it's been an eye-opening experience, and I'm learning a lot, and it's good.
So how do you there's a lot of egos in comedy. How do you deal with the egos?
Well, you just don't. You just keep plowing through. People have egos. There's no doubt about it. But I think for the most part, the people I've dealt with in comedy have been pretty good. I run into some people, through the years, definitely have egos and definitely flex them when they can. But for the most part, I think everybody's kind of chill, and I don't let that stuff get to me anymore. When I was a younger comic, that stuff would bother me, but it doesn't mean anything to me anymore. All I do is focus on doing my show, doing my act, and getting booked, and going out and doing it and being a comic. I don't, all that other stuff doesn't matter to me. I don't have to prove anything to anybody anymore. I've proved enough to myself. I don't, I know the kind of comic I am. I know how hard I work at it, and I don't know what I'm saying right now. Just pat myself on the back, I guess.
You're a great comic. I'll pat it on there. You're fantastic. You've done the Future Comedy Show from the beginning. I mean, just all the shows back in the day till now. I mean, our show's been going on for 13 years, and you've been there the whole entire time. Popping in when you can and doing the
I remember
shows.
doing a couple of shows for you right in the beginning. I went out to some farm. I went into some barn or something, and I walked into the place, and you couldn't tell, but when I walked in, the place was packed to the gills, man, and I just was blown away. I think it was the first one I ever did for you. Well, and I went up there thinking I'm going to some shitty bar gig, and I walked in, the place was packed. It was like an airplane hangar almost. Remember the place? I can't remember what. Like a golf course or something.
Candlestone. Yeah, that night was the grand finale of like an 8-week contest they had, and you were closing it out. And I will never forget that night because the microphone wasn't working in the beginning when I went on stage because I was hosting it, and then. And I also do remember that night because I got a DUI listening to Stranglehold by Ted Nugent in the parking lot there. And I won't ever forget that night, Bill, because I remember it because they would give you $50 free tab for hosting or being part of the show. And then it was the grand finale. So everybody's feeding me drinks. And I remember I was with some comics. They wanted to go to the store to get a wrap. And I'm like, I'll take you, with the old Pontiac Aztec. And I go to the end of the
you had that Aztec.
And then I drove all the way to the end of the driveway, and I see a state boy go by, and I say, today back in, and I'm listening to Ted Nugent, and I see him go back the other way, and I'm laughing. I'm like, he's looking for me. Ah! And then he pulls in again. He pulls me over. I'm like, Amari pulls over, hey. And and I haven't really drank since then. It's been like 9 years, Bill. That was the end of my dream, for real. What is Mark? What's your policy on comics that cancel on you last minute? Like they're supposed to be there and they hit you up last minute. What happens? Do you give them another shot or?
Well, we really haven't had that happen. I can't. Sometimes they'll cancel a couple of weeks out, but never since I've been there. They haven't really canceled last second at all for anything. So
okay, well that's good. That's better than my experience lately. I mean,
maybe like a month out has been the closest it's been, but a
yeah, that's
little bit of time
reasonable.
to recover.
That's reasonable. And you have a plethora of Detroit comics that are hilarious that you can just plug in. There's so many great Detroit comics.
Yeah, I think the comedy scene in Michigan right now is as good as it's ever been.
Yeah, there's fostering a lot of places to get up and do it.
It's
Like, I mean,
unbelievable. It's unbelievable how much comedy goes on in this state. It really is. It's impressive to watch.
there's comedy going on right now somewhere.
Yeah, yeah,
It,
yeah.
here we are. Um, yeah, that's exciting. You've accomplished a lot. I mean, amongst you're a comedians. Everybody loves you. No, nobody I've talked to has a bad word to say about you. They all love you. Is there anything that you want to accomplish before you hit the bucket? Not saying you're old or anything, Bill, but you know.
Mike, I just want to keep working. I just want to keep doing sets and keep working as long as I can, and as long as I have some gas in the tank. I'll know when it's time to hang it up. But for the most part, when my calendar starts filling up, I feel good about that, and I got a full calendar like to the first quarter through next year, and I feel good about that. So that's really it. I just want to work. I have no. Someone contacted me recently about recording my act, and I'm like, what's the point at this point?
What's the point? Yeah, you never know though. I mean, you got a good solid hour there. You never know. You just got to find the right distributor. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I
guess
mean?
so. Yeah.
Who I think does it really good is the Don't Tell people when they put their comedy specials together.
Oh,
They look
they're killer. Yeah, they're good stuff.
they look really nice and really well put together.
You should do one like that. You should make that's where you need to expand to. Start doing the Future of Comedy special at these different venues.
Yeah, well, I mean, we could. It's
You got Steve Cash. You get some cameras up there. You can do a 3-camera shoot. You could put some specials out there. Get that for your YouTube channel.
yeah. Well,
I'll
I mean,
do that special, Mike. You do that.
Oh.
You get a venue that's packed. I'll come out and you can shoot my special for me.
That's a verbal contract, Bill. You're in, dude. You're done, dude.
I'll let you handle all the headache.
Well, I mean, I think that's where we're going. I mean, that's where we're heading. We're just trying to find the right people to do it. That's the thing is putting the team together. A team that wants to show up, they want to work, and that's I think the hardest part. And I've been venting. I'm just telling people, just do what you say you're gonna do, and you'll make it. You'll make it. You know what I mean? If you got a good word, you do what you say you're gonna do. You're already ahead of 90% of the people, I think.
You also have a good, you got a brand name that you're building up too now. It's got how long? 10 years now, at least.
Yeah, I think I'm on like 13 years. We've done
13 years. All right. Yeah.
We
And that, everybody knows Future of Comedy now in the state and everything. You travel all over Michigan. People know your stuff, man.
There are 870 something shows we've done so far.
That's fucking crazy. That's just absolutely crazy.
But
I want to be on your 1,000th show. When are you going to hit that?
Well, if we do 2 a week, it probably, that's I just try to fill up the Fridays and Saturdays, that's probably just like a year from now, just a little over the year.
That's something you really need to celebrate, man. You should, that's a huge, that's just a huge point in somebody, 1,000 shows you've produced with Future of Comedy. That's really fucking good, man. That's great.
Dude, it's great. It's crazy because you look back and you see all the people that you've had on the show, and you like I love seeing like Jeff Arcuri. He came and did like 3 or 4 shows, and now, he's just doing theaters. He's like, I can't even do your small theater. It's too small.
There's a lot of money involved now when you hit that level with the following and everything. I mean, good for Jeff. He deserves it. So.
Yeah, he's a great comic, and I love his charisma. He's just a very cute guy. You know what I mean? Just
always very likable on stage.
Yeah, and you never know what's gonna happen. I could see You ever thought of doing some acting? You want to get into? I'm going to sell you on my movie too.
You got a movie?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I've got a few ideas. You know what I mean? Look at this
What
couch
part would
back
I play in your
here.
movie? Like, what part would you have me play?
I think you could, just looking at you now, you could be some kind of computer hacker or something like that. Like you know, like somebody may,
Computer hacker.
maybe you're running from the law. You're in the desert. You're in the desert with a Starlink Wi-Fi, and you're hacking into government file. You're trying to release the Epstein
This is the movie
files.
you're writing? You're writing this movie?
I'm writing it right now, dude. I'm trying to make you a star, kid. Come on, I'm trying to make you a star. It's not easy. I have a few different ideas, but I don't want to really put them on the internet because then I'll see them somewhere and I'll be like, God, they stole my idea. They got me.
What's the name of the Ithaca location we're playing?
That's the Pins Bar and Grill,
Is
and
it that is a bowling alley?
it's a bowling alley
Yeah.
slash axe throwing place slash roller skating rink slash looks like a church in the room we're gonna be in. So and those people like to have fun, man. Those are Ithaca, dude. They come out, get hammered, and enjoy the show. It seems like I like doing these small towns, man. They
The
just
best. It's the
they're
best.
they're like the most appreciative audience, and dude, they come out for a good time. But I don't know. I guess I haven't done a lot of comedy where people are in a bad mood. It happens sometimes, you know. Uh, like for instance, you ever been to like you've gone to a gig and the audio has like a slight buzzing or like the light has a buzzing noise
Yeah, yeah.
and they don't realize why they're upset. It's because like they're getting Chinese tortured without even knowing. You know, it's just that high frequency thing where they're like, "There's something wrong, but I can't tell what it is." You know, let's talk hell gigs. You don't have to name the place or the location. Just describe uh, one of your worst gigs. You came in, you're like, "What the fuck
I
is
mean, like,
this?"
there's been so many. I can't even pick one. I've had, especially early on, man, plenty of bad shows. Or you take a gig for somebody who doesn't know how to put a show together, and you realize what a nightmare it's going to be from the get go. Uh, I'm trying. I really don't have any off the top of my head. There's been, you know, I don't know, man. It's lately it's been pretty good. I think I've had a nice run over the last several years of decent shows.
Oh, knock on wood. Knock on
Yeah.
wood. It
I
get
mean, for the most
crazy.
part, there's people there. I think the worst thing is when there's just like you're looking forward to a show and there's like pull into the bar and there's like six people.
Oh my! When
That's
that's so
usually the worst.
when you're producing the show, when there's a lot of people coming to it, because I always show up a couple hours early to set up. But if you don't have a lot of tickets to sell, the 2 hours before the show goes so slow because you're just looking through the window, just hoping people are coming. You're like, please come.
Yeah, that's a terrible feeling too. Yeah, yeah, that anticipation.
I got a story for you, and then maybe we'll conjure up a story for you. I did North Dakota with Dave Welfare. He goes up there and does a half an hour, and he does good. Got some laughs, and Dave introduces me, and half of the audience gets up to go smoke a cigarette right in the beginning of my set. And I'm like, what the heck is going? Literally half of them. I'm like, what the heck? And I got this bit about my ass tattoo, and a bunch of guys that worked on like the oil rigs, they're like, show me right now. And I told them, not for free, you know? And they ran to the stage and gave me $180 to show my ass, Bill.
How is this a bad story?
No, I'm just telling you a wild story. I mean, one guy tried to slap it. I mean, that was bad. I told him, it's like the strip club. You can look, but you can't touch. You know what I mean? Like, it, so maybe just something, maybe like a wild one. Anything wild ever happened to you?
Yeah, I did a nudist colony in Turtle Creek, Michigan, a nudist resort. And that was wild. And I wore a suit. This is how new I was. I wore a suit. My future wife came with me too. She said there was no way I was going to do a nudist colony without her coming to the show with me. And the show was in their pool house, so it was as humid as you can't even imagine how humid it was. And I did the show I was opening for Christine Stedman, and I walked in the door, and Christine Stedman was pressed up against the wall, surrounded by naked people. And she looked at me and she mouthed, "Save me."
Oh my gosh.
So I went over to start talking to her, and everybody's nude. Everybody's nude.
Just
And
you two? You're the only two people with clothes
we're
on?
the only ones with our clothes on, and we're sitting there. So I get on stage to open the show, and everybody starts telling me to take my clothes off, on the show. I didn't do it though, but I was sweating like a horse, man. I was sweating. I mean, I was sweat rings the whole nine. It was just so humid in this pool house. And at the end of the show, we're all sitting around just kind of talking after the end of the show, which I bombed completely. She did good. I bombed completely. And there's this guy on the other side of this dance floor, and he sees us and he waves, and we wave back. And this guy gets up. He's wearing a sweatshirt, socks, shoes, no pants, no underwear. Picks up 2 pieces of cake, walks them across the dance floor, walking right. It was the creepiest thing I'd ever seen in my life. He wasn't a nudist, man. He just wanted to have his pants off.
Oh, he tried to give you the cake after being all naked. Oh gosh. See, Bill, if you want to make it to that next level, you got to take your clothes off, brother. You can't
There's a place
be
you
old
should
man.
hit up. See if they're still around. The Turtle Creek nudist resort.
They probably are. They probably are.
You should be taking Future of Comedy there. That'd be hilarious.
How much would it take, Bill, to do the nudist colony nude? I mean, what is there a number that you can get? Like, what would it be?
Oh my God! Not if anybody I know. There's no friggin' way. And now with social media, no goddamn way, no way.
Yeah, you'll have to do the event like when you go see like Kevin Hart. They'll have to put the phones in the phone.
You better where are you gonna put him in a nudist colony?
Yeah, put him in the thing. Well, hey, Bill, I know you got your wife there, and I'm not gonna keep you ever, but I had a lot of fun with you today, and I'm looking forward to the shows. Any last words for these people out there?
I just think they should come out and see the Future Comedy shows with me and Mike Ball being on the same show. I'm looking forward to this weekend, and just get out and support local live comedy. It needs you.
Yeah, and Bill is a killer. You're gonna love Bill Bushart, the godfather of comedy, helping so many comics out, and he's just a great comic himself and a good person.
Thanks.
So come check him out. Gaylord sold out, but Ithaca has tickets and Midland have tickets. So come check out Bill. And also on the Midland show, we got Big Juicy and Steve Cass. That's going to be a hell of a lineup. So, I mean, like the whole lineup's just killer from top to bottom. I appreciate you, Bill. And that was fun, man. I'll get working on that script and we'll get you on the showtime, man. You shaved those legs, brother. Let's get going, dude.
All right, Mike. All right, I'll see you on Friday, Mike.
All right, take her easy, buddy.
All right, bye-bye.